Question 1 is a typical achieved question. It's to use the remainder or factor theorem, not by long division. We come down to where it says g of x, and here by putting x minus 2 equals 0, x equals 2. When I substitute 2 into the expression, I get the remainder. And if the remainder is 0, then x minus 2 is a factor. See, this time they've made us do the remainder theorem by putting the value of p in there. So you couldn't have done it by long division. Question B, another typical achieved question. As you go through achieved year by year, there's a core set of questions that they ask over and over again. Here we've got the Marv's theorem. U equals 3 minus 3i. I changed the cis form. I just did this on the calculator using the rectangle of the polar. And then u to the power of 4 is 4.2426 to the power of 4 and negative 45 times 4. We can answer this in any of these equivalent forms, whether it's degrees or radians, positive or negative 180, it's all the same. Question 2, we can approach 2a by using the quadratic formula, or as I've done down here, using completing the square. Half the coefficient of the x, so minus 4x becomes negative 2, and always minus that 2 squared, so minus 4. Take the 12 across, and we get plus or minus square root 12, and the minus 12 becomes plus or minus 12, or square root 12, and then I. Add 2 plus or minus square root 12i. Or an equivalent, we could simplify that. 12 is 4 times 3, so it becomes 2 square root 3. And question B is another example of de Marve's theorem. Once again, it's w to the 4, so it becomes 2 to the power of 4, and pi over 3 times 4. This time we have to go back to rectangular form. So, using our calculator, and polar to rectangular. Question 3, when you're expanding 3 brackets, you've got to do 2 at a time. So if you had something like just 2 times 3 times 4, 2 times 3 is 6 times 4. Well, here I'm going to do the second 2 brackets first. Does that make sense? And after I've expanded the second 2 brackets and collected terms, I'll then multiply that by the second pair of brackets expands to 20. Take away 15 square root 3 plus 8 square root 3, and it's minus 18. 2 times square root 3 and square root 3, 2 times 9. We simplify that by collecting the terms and then multiply the 2 brackets and get left with 25 and 16 square root 3. For part B, the first step is to read off our values for P and Q as coordinates. And it's just like reading coordinates off an ordinary graph. 2 across and 3 up. Q would be 2 plus 3i. And P, negative 1 plus 2i. And then we're told that R is 2P minus 3Q. So we just multiply it out and collect our terms and get negative 8 minus 5i. We're told to mark this on the diagram. So make sure you do come back and put R on the diagram in the correct position. Negative 8 minus 5i.